Good morning, everyone. You know, if you've been following Henrico County, you know that tax relief has been a recurring theme in recent years. We have provided tax relief to spur business growth and investment. More notably, we have delivered tax relief to help our residents manage the economic pressures that reverberated from the pandemic. Now, to be clear, none of this would be possible without the vision and leadership of our Board of Supervisors. We're here today to share details of a new program that will actually be introduced by ordinance at tonight's board meeting. This program is called RECAP, which stands for the Real Estate CAP Program. At this time, I'd like to yield the mic to Chopt Supervisor Tommy Branin. He was the first supervisor who came to us as a staff and said, we need to get more to help our most vulnerable homeowners. And as I'd like to say, that's when we got busy. Mr. Branin?
Good morning, and thank you everyone for coming out today. Many people already are aware Henrico County is doing for the second time sending out a rebate check. 111,000 checks will go out as well as credits this next week for our homeowners in Henrico County, which is a program that was started 2 years ago that has continued to give all of our citizens a break and help with the taxes. Today we're excited to share a new program, though. It helps those who contribute the most to the county for many years. This program that will be will help the growing population sleep better. With tax assessments racing upward and over the past 3 years, there's been a population that is feeling such stress, I'd venture to say more stress than the rest of us. These are the citizens of Henrico County nationally and throughout the Commonwealth that are 65 and older. This all started early in the year when I was at a friend's house that I practically grew up in. While talking to his parents, they were really, really concerned that they were going to have to sell their house and move. And I was startled by this. I asked why. And they said because of taxes. We're on a fixed income. And how do we get past this when it's such a large hit? Do we not fix the car? Do we not get the prescriptions? Or do we pay our taxes? And this is something that we're experiencing. Later that weekend, I was in Northern Virginia visiting my 93-year-old in-laws, and they voiced the same thing about Prince William County. And then the following week, I was at a local grocery store, and a couple from at Wellesley stopped me and was talking about the burden of the taxes on them as well, being on a fixed income. So that began the search through different programs nationwide. And once I thought this may be a really good idea, I laid the program concept out for the county manager. He simply said, that's fantastic. Let's make sure it's legal, though. So, Mr. Newby, thank you for checking and making sure it's legal. And then he said, we also have to check with finance to make sure that this county can do it. So, Ms. Miner, thank you for running through and saying, yes, this county can do it. And this is really the magic of Henrico. Our county had an idea to help people. 8 months later, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why Henrico's not just a leader in the great Commonwealth, but in the nation. We care, we create, and we make things happen. So I am proud now to give the mic over to the Brookland District Supervisor, Dan Schmitt, who will give you more details.
Good morning, good nearly afternoon, everybody. I'm proud to join you all here and express my support for this program. Mr. Branin, thank you, and thank you for your exceptional leadership on this issue, sir. Again, I'm proud to join and express my support of the RECAP program here today. It's yet another example of how Henrico County is finding new and innovative ways to support our taxpayers. I know you all remember in 2022, we became the first locality in Virginia to return surplus to our taxpayers and our residents. And now we're becoming the first in Central Virginia to offer this type of relief. As a county, we continue to innovate and we continue to do things that other local governments simply will have not done. In 2023 alone, our tax relief measures will save our taxpayers more than $26 million based upon our initial estimates. And while it's always great to provide this type of tax relief, it's vital that we do it in a way, as Mr. Branin mentioned, that is both fiscally responsible and sustainable here in the county. RECAP is exactly like that. Like our other tax relief measures, it will have no detrimental impact upon our services, our bond ratings, or our long-term financial health. In 2022 and 2023, Henrico County provided several new forms of tax relief, credits and checks, as Mr. Branin mentioned, for real estate and personal property, and reduced our tax rates for real estate and personal property at the same time. We did all this while finishing 2023, the fiscal year, with a substantial contribution to our reserves. Our Henrico way of fiscally responsible tax relief will continue into 2024 with this RECAP program. Over the past few months, county staff have created a program that will provide meaningful relief for our seniors. Between REAP and RECAP, our senior homeowners will get assistance with their tax bill if their annual income is less than $105,000 and their net worth is below $700,000. And please hear me clearly on this one, folks. This excludes the value of your house. You will not be house poor when you live in Henrico County. These thresholds are greater than those set by any other locality within the Commonwealth outside of Northern Virginia. And it's an exciting program, an exciting day for this county. I again want to thank my colleagues on the board for their work on this. I want to thank county staff and this county manager for his quick work on this project. And at this time, I'd like to turn the mic over to our vice chairman, Mr. Tyrone Nelson.
Good morning again, and thank you, Mr. Schmitt. And I'm most excited about bringing forward the RECAP program because it helps homeowners manage some of their financial challenges. Over the last couple of years, we've been hearing a lot about some of the challenges that our homeowners have faced, and so this really, is what most excites me about the program. And repeatedly hearing about residents that face meeting their day-to-day challenges, from just buying groceries to putting gas in their car. RECAP, I believe, will provide meaningful relief and greater certainty to a homeowner's expenses. And I shared details last week with some of our team at some of my district meetings last week. And all of the feedback seemed to be really, really positive. And so we're excited about what this can do. It's also important to note that this tax relief will not impact schools, public safety, or any other services. We continue to build for a prosperous future by reinvesting in our facilities, our programs, and our dedicated, hardworking employees, and you, the citizen. And so this is what really excites us. I believe this program says a lot about Henrico County, says a lot about the folk who work here, the leaders that we have. It shows that we listen. It shows that we act. That when our residents tell us that they have a need, we try to meet it. Another local government might have come up with a lot of reasons to not pursue tax relief like this, but that's not what we do in Henrico County. That's not the way our Board of Supervisors approaches public service. And so I'd like to thank our residents for continuing to engage with us, continuing to trust us, continuing to challenge us. Henrico is so much stronger when we work together to confront the issues that we face. And I believe that RECAP shows what we can do when we work together in partnership. Finally, I want to bring up the Tuckahoe District Representative, Supervisor Patricia O'Bannon.
Thank you, Reverend Nelson. I get to talk about the future. But first, Mr. Branin mentioned that he spoke with people. I got some emails, and I know that after I had gotten at least a dozen or so, obviously there was a problem. I called the manager, and he said, we're already on it, which is usually what I get, which is great. This does represent a new program, and the board is very excited about it. You can tell that. RECAP is part of our long history of providing taxpayers great services at low cost. And the REAP program is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, and we are excited to add RECAP to Henrico's tax relief efforts. We want residents to know about the program and that it's coming so they can start spreading the news, particularly to those who are eligible. You heard about some of the ways you can become eligible. Please talk to your friends, neighbors, book clubs, and even your parents, and encourage them to talk to their friends and their parents. If you qualify for tax relief, Henrico County wants to make sure you get that relief. We have information on the website, henrico.us, and on social media platforms. We'll be promoting it at various community meetings, town meetings, and through the Office of our Advocate for Aging. Homeowners will be able to apply for REAP or RECAP for the upcoming year beginning April 1st. So to repeat that, it will be April 1st. Get those applications in. You can call, obviously, and ask questions, which is what we would encourage.